Oh, that background. Nice top. Is that background? Is it fake?
I'm telling you,
No, because you
you should
appeared.
be able to spot anything that's not real.
You just appeared on that background. That's not real. If
I
it's
am magic. I'm really not here.
honestly, Sophie, how are you?
Oh, I am amazing. I'm honestly, I have been working my butt off to get to this moment. And not because I mean, sorry to say this, not because I bow down to you thinking you're like some celeb
No,
status or whatever.
bullshit. No,
Like,
but you know I don't take myself seriously, so I'm not. I'm not into that
no,
shit. Yeah.
but I don't, I don't want to get emotional and I'm not even a minute into the call.
There's
You've
nothing. Well,
changed my life.
okay, okay. What's happened to you?
So I just have had one hell of a decade, okay, fighting paraplegia due to an accident 10 years ago. Well, 9 years ago. Next year's my 10-year, and I'm going to make one hell of a fucking comeback. I broke my C-spine, my T-spine, and my L-spine
It's a car accident.
yeah, 7 places. So that was 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2018, I have learned to walk-ish. And I'm in my back garden with my Zimmer frame and my now 2-year-old, and I'm bitten by a spider in my garden, and I got sepsis, and I was in critical
Oh,
care.
for fuck's sake.
3 weeks in critical care, kidney dialysis. They basically put me to sleep, and I woke the fuck up.
Literally.
Yeah. And the consultant come around and said, I've never seen this before. Like, I had doctors from China visiting me because they were like, we have never seen somebody not only had this reaction to a UK spider, but also your body woke up from a forced anesthesia. Anesthesia? Is that how you say it?
Anesthesia, yeah.
I said my body didn't wake up, it's my soul. Can't
Yeah,
kill the soul.
yeah.
Um,
It's not your time to go.
no. Anyhow, during all of this time, obviously I am very much reliant on opiates from still overcoming fractures and pain. I'd been diagnosed with functional neurological disorder. My body just kept having seizures, but I was awake, like not like epileptic where the brain shuts down. Like
Was
my
it like
husband
Petit Ma or Grandma? Was it the big seizures?
So I was having big seizures, but my husband could say, Sophie, blink 3 times if you need an ambulance, and I'd respond. So my brain was active.
Yeah.
But I lost full control of my body. And from what I've understood, that's a trauma response.
Yeah.
Then I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, constant chronic sickness, and the tiredness. And I just thought, and then I went through a phase of, I tried to take my life 3 times.
Wow.
And twice through opioid overdose, and the final time was drugs aren't doing this. I sat my ass on a railway line, and a member of the public got me off.
Wow.
Yeah, I
You know
was.
what? We sorry, Lauren and I sit here and we listen to that. Sometimes you want to cry because like you've been through hell.
I just kind of have, but I don't see it as hell now. In the moment, yeah. Anyhow, we fast forward to 2000 and the end of 2019. And I had a year of hell with sepsis. What people don't realize is and you'll know this, when you have sepsis, the drugs they give you don't just destroy the bad bacteria.
Everything.
It wiped everything.
I know. So, it's like chemo.
Yeah, I was like a newborn child all over again, and my body just couldn't fight anything.
Yeah. But no immune system.
And my sister, dare I say it on the call with Mr. Abbew, is vegan. But she helped me, honestly, Eddie. But she's not one of these fucking passive aggressive vegans.
Yeah.
She's very much, food is a source of nutrition. It'll either be your best form of medicine or it will be a poison.
Yeah.
And she did help me a lot with various medicinal herbs and things like this. And I've got a lot of like holistic healers in my family.
Yeah.
So 2019, the end of 2019 comes, and we are approaching we are starting to see China have a pandemic. It's not here in the UK yet.
Yeah.
And
I noticed that around December, around that time.
December time.
Yeah.
I'm sat at the dining table with my husband and my sister, and we're, dare I say it again, you're having a Chinese. And I just was, I think I was just like this. And then all of a sudden I had to get up, and I went and sat in my lounge, and my husband went, "Are you okay?" And I kid you not, Eddie, I can remember it as if it was yesterday. I felt like somebody just got this and stabbed it, and I couldn't breathe. My head started burning. Everything was just fuck. And for the first time, despite the fact I had a car accident, despite the fact I've had sepsis, I was like, I'm about to meet my fucking maker.
Yeah.
Ambulance arrived. My heart rate was doing 244 beats a minute, and I was having a massive heart attack.
Fuck.
And when I spoke to, again, back to critical care for the third time in 4 years, when I spoke to the team there, they said, no illness has caused this. The food hasn't caused this. This is the concoction of drugs that I was on. So I was on, by this point, they'd also, so before I had this heart attack, they decided to diagnose me with fucking bipolar. Because apparently somebody that's been through a lot of trauma is supposed to behave like a normal citizen. And because I tried to commit suicide multiple times, and I was going through real highs of I'm gonna fucking beat this to feeling like absolute dog shit. So they'd got me on opiates, they'd got me on beta blockers, they'd got me on mood stabilizers, as well as antipsychotic drugs, as well as antidepressants, as well as anti-anxiety medication, as well as permanent naproxen, and all of this, my body just was fucked.
Give up, was giving up.
And then, and so I spent 2 days in intensive care, come home, and then Mr. Boris Johnson says you must stay at home for 2 weeks.
I know, he didn't fucking do that.
Oh, wait, I know he didn't. Don't even get me started with the World Economic Forum and the shit that's going on with fucking 2030.
Yeah, I know.
But it's the best thing that could have happened to me, Eddie, the pandemic, because all of a sudden, my husband, 12 years in the military and has got a medical background in the military, he became my medic. Like, seriously, all of my help, that when I say help, the help I had been waiting for 3-4 years, all of my help came to a stop. There were no Zoom calls, there was no pharmacists to write prescriptions, there were no GPs. All of a sudden, I've gone from having a heart attack 48 hours ago to I can't even get a prescription for beta blockers.
I know.
And I just cried to my husband. I said, I'm really worried that I'm going to commit suicide. I said, I can't go through this again. We'd got a child at the time that was now 4 years old. And I just said, how I said, if the world is stopping, and at this point, I knew nothing what I know about everything. COVID. I was more terrified that if I catch this fucking virus, I'm gone. Like, if anybody's going to go, it's going to be me, because the devil has been trying.
Your immune system is weak.
So my husband and I, he said, well, I'm home we're home. He said, so you can't do fuck all, because he said, because you can't leave my sight. You're going, we're not allowed to leave the house. And I went through, I swear to God, Eddie, I don't know, I've never touched heroin in my life, but I can only describe it as, this must be what a heroin addict goes through. I went through the sweats, the tears, the nightmares, the hallucinations. I saw the fucking devil multiple times. At come a point, my husband had to separate me from my child, because if I was going to go, I have to take my child with me, because I can't be on earth without him. And I feel disgusting for saying that now, but as a mother, that's how it made me feel. And I got to a point where I just thought, this isn't my fucking life. Like, seriously. So we found, my husband come across a post on social media of like this chiropractor stroke energy healer who was like, I'm still practicing, I don't give a shit if I put it out there publicly. He said, but mental health is killing people right now more than COVID. So I met up with him, and he done some energy work with me, and he was like, you haven't got bipolar. He said, you've got fucking PTSD. He said, most people only ever meet their maker when it's actually their time to go. He said, and you've done that 3 times. And then from there, I then found a movement coach who also understood about energy and the mindset. And he was like, the mind is everything. Like, you can fucking overcome anything if you can control your mindset.
Yeah.
So I'm into podcasts, I'm into books, and I'm just being a sponge. And this is kind of, because of the pandemic, I had no outside influence of what anyone else's opinion was of what I was doing.
Just yours. Yeah.
And I was going on my daily walk. And my daily walks turned into like just jogging, taking the kid out on the bike next to me, going for a jog, borrowing the neighbour's dog from time to time just to have an excuse to get out more than once. And a coach messaged me on Strava and was like, weren't you the lady that was paraplegic? Like, and you're out running? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, but your run times are fucking incredible. And I was like, nah, I'm just going for a jog and keeping up with my kid on a bike. Like, and he was like, no, you've got something. Like, not only that, you've got a story. So anyway, I met up with this coach and we start running. And then in 2000, so I don't know if you believe in fate or faith.
I do. Listen, you follow me on social media. You saw where I went to back in Ghana. Yeah. I believe in faith 100%.
So October the 3rd, 2016 at 3:05 p.m. is when I crashed my car and broke all of the vertebrates. On October the 3rd, 2021, and I'll give you my run number if you want evidence, I crossed the London Marathon finish line at 3:05 p.m, the exact day and time, 5 years later, in 4.5 hours.
That's mad, isn't it?
And I have, even when I was training to run the marathon, I never beat a 6-hour marathon training time. So to cut 1.5 hours off, and my coach said, it's adrenaline that did that. He said, it's also your mindset. Like, and that's why I then became a life coach, because I want people to understand, like, you have got the power to just change your life.
Change your life, of course.
And I will never, ever say to anybody, it's just depression or you can overcome it, because you fucking can't. The food that people are eating keeps them in a state of depression.
I know. But no one addresses it mainstream. And it becomes, whenever something comes out, it becomes like a story, and then they squash it.
But anybody that ever speaks out, this is why sometimes I can't let fear hold me back, because if I did, I'd still be in a wheelchair today. But on it, every time I try and be more of a voice to people, I'm terrified that something. My husband's like, no one's ever going to come for you, and I'm like, oh, thanks very much. But
I don't. You don't see him in many places. I'm not like, because I know the dangers. I mean, I'm closing my gym. Somebody came to my gym to say to me, oh, you got to stop swearing and all that. I'm like, fuck off. But you know what I mean? So I'm looking after myself. I'm trying to. I don't go to things that, because even though what I get is positive, but it's only a matter of time before somebody loses it. You know, I'm only talking about food. I
had a couple of years ago, Eddie. So I also became a doula. You know what a doula is?
No.
Yeah. So if you imagine, you've got nurses in the NHS and you've got healthcare assistants. So a doula is like a healthcare assistant to a midwife. Okay. A doula can do everything a midwife can, but they cannot claim the title of midwife, and they cannot administer drugs. So I support and help women with
that must be new thing. It wasn't that when I was nursing.
Yeah, well, there's a rise in doulas now, because more and more people are seeing that birth is being medicalized unnecessary, causing women trauma.
Yeah.
And that's affecting their babies. So I became a doula. I had a home birth, and I done all of my training to become a qualified doula alongside my life coaching. I actually had a lady give birth in my car on the motorway 3 weeks ago. And I was like, do you want me to call an ambulance? She was like,
That's
no.
amazing.
She said, you've got this. Like, this is her. She just pushed a baby out in my car seat. Well, my husband's car, actually. He wasn't impressed. But then somebody, I honestly, I get the most disgusting messages on my birth page.
Oh, don't listen, ignore them.
It shuts me down sometimes.
No, but listen, I'm not kidding you, right? Don't take any of that personally.
Apparently, I'm a danger to society, because I believe that food is healing, and everybody should question fucking everything in life.
Yeah, I know, but do you ever see some of my the comments on my social media posts?
Yeah.
They're hilarious. Sometimes I pin them, and then I get punished by social media for spreading hate crime. So anyway, so how did you happen to be in this community? You happened?
So I have literally for as long as I can remember, I've always had and always struggled with body dysmorphia, and that's something I'm quite happy to admit and take the label as such. And it comes from when I was a very young woman. Before it all got banned, I was a page 3 model when I met my husband. I'm not ashamed of it. I made a shit ton of money.
Why would you be ashamed of it? That was
No, I'm not ashamed of it. And my dad supported it. He was like, look, get as long as you're not doing something
money,
like a top shelf adult. Yeah. So it kind of drilled a lot of insecurities into me with food. And I always spent my life unhealthily an unhealthy relationship with fitness. I didn't associate fitness for the right reasons. And I've spent literally my entire adult life, the last 20 or 25 years, trying to undo that. And I just kept getting lost in the nutrition. And I went vegan for 3 years. I tried pescatarian. I've done everything, right? Other than just focus on, you call it the carnivore diet, I just call it human diet.
Human diet, I know.
Yeah.
As you can see, I try not to give diet. I try not to give labels. And
no, it's a lie. It's just a human way of food.
Yeah.
And I was sat in. I wasn't even. Do you know? I wasn't even looking for like a nutritional coach or anything. But nutrition is something I've always struggled with due to the dysmorphia.
Yeah.
And I was sat in my sister's garden at about, funny enough, 11 o'clock at night. A couple of months ago, literally, I think 2 days before whenever I officially started, and I watched one of your videos for 40, it was a 40-minute, it was a clip here, and it was like, if you've got to the end of this video. And then I kept thinking, so I've been a coach within the world of high ticket industry for the last 4 years, and I was like, this is blatantly going to be like £3,000 or £4,000.
Oh, I know
what you were talking about. And then when you dropped the price, I was like, was a no fucking brainer. Like, shit me, 97 quid. So I jumped in, and I just said to my husband, I'm going, like, this is it. I've always struggled with nutrition, and I think I've finally found somebody that I actually, it's almost, you were almost like that moment in nutrition for me as that chiropractor was for getting my ass up and finishing the London Marathon. So now I'm at a point where I want to find, I don't know if you can help me with this. I need to find a coach that can help me with fitness, because next year I'm in the middle of writing a book. I want to change people's lives. I'd love to.
Where do you live, by the way? Sorry, where do you live?
Cambridgeshire.
Oh, Cambridgeshire, okay.
Not too far from you.
It's too far from us. We can always sort of, you
know what I want to do, Eddie? And I know I'd mentioned this to you, and I'm quite happy to follow the advice. I kind of had thought I wanted to try and get into, not to build a career, just to do it as a one-off, not to fucking get a medal or anything, just to go, I fucking did it, and fuck you to the personality disorders or whatever it is I've been labelled, is to step on stage and go, look what I did with my body after being paraplegic.
Yeah.
I do get it. Like my husband said to me, but what if you do that and there are demons you haven't fought, and somebody...
No, because do you know what, right? I have to be very honest with you, Sophie. The thing is, getting you on stage, you will have to literally step back into your eating disorder mode, because it's the least healthy thing. Really?
That's what my husband said, because that's what I had to do when I was a page 3 model. It was the same, and I can't tell you the amount of nights I'd spend regurgitating.
I know it is crazy, because there are things that you have to eat. You have to eat a certain way. There are bits that we have to bring some carbs in. There are certain, that's why I pulled away from it, because it's not healthy. I can make you look good and healthy, both either physically or mentally. And I don't really want to do that anymore. I think you can just do like a photo shoot. We can help you. I've
actually got one booked for
honestly, just keep it in this way. If you need more help, we can help, give you a little bit more help, do a photo shoot. But as far as the bodybuilding, it's all about drugs, by the way.
Do you know why I want to do it, Eddie? Is so I'm doing my life coaching for the average Joes, and I'm also doing I've got a course called Mothering the Mother, so helping mothers find their identity. But I think my passion lies in just helping people overcome things that are like extraordinary. So I'm not saying I'm going to come Jesus and make people walk again, but I have been the paraplegic that got out of a fucking wheelchair and ran a marathon.
You've had sepsis.
I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm going to cure fucking cancer, even though we all know that's a load of shit.
Yeah, I know.
But I think if I can create like a 10-year story and have the physique or the strength, actually, not fuck the physique, the strength.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of years ago, I'll be honest with you, not even 2 years ago, a year ago, I was doing powerlifting with a coach for a solid year. I managed to get, so I weigh 50, well, no, I don't. Now I weigh 55 kilograms.
Very good.
And I was 65, 70-ish. I'm not going to lie though, I do want to put a bit more weight back on because I've lost a bit too much.
But go to the muscle building and add another meal.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
More eggs. So I was doing some powerlifting with a coach, and what did I manage to get? My deadlift was, I got that to 110, which is a PB for me, but that's twice my body weight. And he was like, you need 3 times your body weight ish. Yeah. I got bench press was just shockingly shit. I could never do more than 30. I don't care because I didn't like it anyway.
I don't like it either.
But a squat, I got to 130. I fucking love squatting. But he found out that I was doing really well in my business with my online coaching, and then decided just overnight triple how much he was charging me. So I quit on it because it really pissed me. I was like, you're just being greedy now.
You can't find a personal trainer, like a personal trainer. Oh, I've got a couple of personal trainers here. You can't come and spend, let's say, about 2 or 3 hours with them, and they can show you exactly what you need to do and everything. Do you know what I mean? That is also possible.
It's just finding somebody that I feel I align with, because every personal trainer I've spoke to so far has also wanted to give me nutritional advice, and I've said, look, I know, I don't want that. Like, and then they're like, well, if you're not following this, I don't want to coach you, and I'm like, well, that's fine then, because I've finally found the lifestyle that works for me. I don't need to change it.
But with the training, you can always do it yourself. We can show you. We can actually get you. Lawrence here. By the way, we're supposed another call. We're supposed to have another call.
Sorry, I talk for England.
No, that's all right. No, but because I wanted to hear your story. What we can do is you can find you if you don't mind traveling. Well, I will put you in touch with one of the ladies over here who does the coaching, and then she can give you a few workouts that you can put together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, even if I came to see a coach like once a month and then kept
that's
virtually. I just that's all I want is I've lost so much weight. I'm lucky I haven't lost weight to the point where I've got saggy skin, but I have got. I need to tone up.
The one actually, someone else, Maria does. She actually provides online coaching, so she actually puts together a whole library of images, so potentially that might be another
Maria.
I just need
she's one of my trainers,
and it's she literally just, you would obviously pay her, and she'll provide you an actual workout. And then
actually, what you do is, why don't you message Lauren, and Lauren can give you
when you're ready.
When you're ready, because Maria's she's done quite a lot of competitions as well. I used to coach her, so she's going to show you exactly what exercise to do, and you tell her what you need, show you what to do to build the muscle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you. I really
honestly, but how are you feeling in general before we go? How are you feeling?
Alive.
That's not just physically, but mentally as well.
I honestly haven't had so much mental clarity. Like, I will send you a list of things, Eddie, that I've been labeled.
Honestly, send it to Lauren. We want to hear, because it's amazing. Honestly, please.
I need to know how I can spread your message more, Eddie. But that is literally something I wrote down on here, is how can I want to get the word out there. By the way, my mother-in-law, I know you've got another call.
No, you mentioned about your mother-in-law in one.
Oh, it's pissed me off. She's gone back. Oh, it was too hard. It made me feel sick. And I was like, oh, fuck off.
The thing is, family are the hardest.
My mum's changed, my dad's
Yeah.
changed, but my husband's parents, it's just,
I know.
but
Baba, just keep feeling good. Eventually, they might join. Do you know what I mean? Baba, what you do is just share your, you know, like Linda shares all her, you know, when she wears our Abbew Crew top, and then, you know, if you share your story on how you're feeling, and then I'll collab with you on
it's
Instagram.
funny because I wear this to what's called the pole shed. So I do a lot of pole fitness, and
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
actually
yeah.
only started returning since doing this.
Yeah.
And everybody knows who Abbew Crew is, and they're all like, "But you don't need to do that." And I'm like, "No, no, no, no. You didn't meet me before I joined. This was fucking earned. I didn't buy this off the internet. Like, I put the fucking time in for this."
That's why we try not to sell them. It's like it's earned from the community. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And I also had I wore this into my husband's workplace, and somebody went, "Oh, you're one of them." And I was like,
Honestly, Sophie, nice to talk to you, and hopefully we get to talk to you again. Bye 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 bye.
honestly, best person I've met all year. So thank
Please
you.
don't stop healing yourself, okay?
I won't. Take care, guys. Thank
Bye
you.
bye bye bye.